February 5, 2017. NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Super Bowl 51. For the Atlanta Falcons, this was supposed to be their coronation. For the New England Patriots, it was rapidly becoming a public humiliation. The first half was a masterclass by Atlanta. Matt Ryan, Matty Ice, was surgical, dissecting the Patriots' defense with ease. A 61-yard catch and run by Julio Jones, a touchdown to Austin Hooper, another to Tevin Coleman. The Falcons' offense was a blur of speed and precision. And their defense. They were flying. Robert Alford picked off Tom Brady and ran it back 82 yards for a touchdown. The stadium erupted. Falcons fans were ecstatic. Patriots fans were stunned into silence. At halftime, the score was 21-3. When the third quarter began, things only got worse for New England. Another quick touchdown drive for the Falcons made it 28-3 with just over 8 minutes left in the third. 28-3, a 25-point lead. In the history of the Super Bowl, the largest comeback ever was just 10 points. This game was over. Announcers were already talking about the Falcons' first ever championship. On the sidelines, Atlanta's owner, Arthur Blank, was already down on the field, ready to celebrate. The confetti cannons were being prepped in Falcons colors. It wasn't a matter of if, but by how much. But then, something shifted. It wasn't a sudden earthquake, but a slow, almost imperceptible tremor. The Patriots got the ball back. Down 25 points, facing a defense that had dominated them, something had to give. Tom Brady, who had looked uncharacteristically flustered, started to find his rhythm. A pass here, a run there. They were moving the ball. A short pass to James White finally got them into the end zone. The extra point attempt hit the upright. 28-9. It felt like too little, too late. A small victory in a losing war. The Falcons got the ball back, and the clock was their greatest ally. Every second that ticked away was another nail in the Patriots' coffin. The third quarter ended, and the fourth began. The Patriots' defense, which had been gashed all night, suddenly found a new level of desperation and energy. They forced a punt. Brady got the ball back. The sense of urgency was palpable. But the Falcons' defense held firm, forcing a field goal. 28-12. Still a 16-point game with less than 10 minutes to play. It was a 2-possession game, but it felt like a 4-possession game given how little time was left. The odds were still astronomically against them. And this is where the game truly turned. This is where the unthinkable started to become thinkable. The Falcons had the ball, looking to run out the clock or, even better, score and put the game away for good. Matt Ryan dropped back to pass, and Patriots linebacker Dante Hightower came screaming off the edge, untouched. He slammed into Ryan, the ball popped loose, and the Patriots recovered. A strip sack. The first major mistake by the Falcons, and it was a catastrophic one. Suddenly, the Patriots had the ball deep in Atlanta territory. The dejected New England sideline exploded with life. The crowd, which had been a sea of celebrating Falcons fans, grew tense. Brady took the field with a new fire in his eyes. A quick pass to Danny Amendola for a touchdown. Then, the 2-point conversion. A direct snap to James White, who powered his way into the end zone. 28-20. An 8-point game. 1 possession. With 5 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock. The momentum had completely swung. The once confident Falcons now looked shell-shocked. Their unstoppable offense took the field, but they looked tight, hesitant. Still, they had a chance to seal it. A beautiful screen pass to Devonta Freeman got them near midfield. And then came one of the most incredible catches in Super Bowl history. Matt Ryan launched a deep ball down the sideline, and Julio Jones, in double coverage, made a logic-defying, toe-tapping catch to put the Falcons at the New England 22-yard line. They were in field goal range. A field goal would make it an 11-point game, effectively ending the Patriots' hopes. But then, the collapse accelerated. Instead of running the ball and kicking the field goal, the Falcons opted to pass. A sack pushed them back 12 yards. A holding penalty on the next play pushed them back another 10. In the span of 2 plays, they had gone from a certain game-winning field goal attempt to being completely out of range. They were forced to punt. The air went out of the stadium. It was a sequence of blunders that defied belief. So, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, no timeouts, and 91 yards to go, Tom Brady trotted back onto the field. He needed a touchdown and another 2-point conversion just to tie. What followed was a masterclass in quarterbacking under pressure. A short pass to Chris Hogan. A pass to Malcolm Mitchell. Another to Hogan. They were methodically marching down the field. The Falcons' defense, which had been so dominant, was now playing on its heels, gassed and demoralized. Then came the defining play of the drive, perhaps of the entire game. A pass over the middle, tipped by Robert Alford, the same player who had the pick six earlier. The ball fluttered in the air, a moment suspended in time. It fell amongst a tangle of 3 Falcons defenders and 1 Patriot receiver, Julian Edelman. Impossibly, miraculously, Edelman Dove got his hands under the ball and pinned it against a defender's leg, securing the catch just millimeters before it hit the turf. It was a circus catch, a moment of sheer will and concentration that saved the drive and the game. From there, the outcome felt preordained. A few more plays, and James White plunged into the end zone for a touchdown. It was 28-26. They still needed the 2-point conversion. Brady dropped back, threw a quick screen to Amendola, who fought his way across the goal line. 28-28. The game was tied. The Patriots had erased a 25-point deficit in less than 17 minutes of game time. For the first time in its 51-year history, the Super Bowl was going to overtime. The coin toss. The Patriots called heads. The coin flipped in the air, landed, and the referee announced, "It is heads." New England would get the ball first. For the Falcons, it was the final, crushing blow. Their exhausted defense had to go right back onto the field against a red-hot Tom Brady, knowing that any score would end the game. The drive was clinical. It was inevitable. Pass after pass, the Patriots moved down the field with an unstoppable calm. A pass interference penalty in the end zone put the ball on the 2-yard line. The Super Bowl, the championship, the greatest comeback in sports history, was 2 yards away. They handed the ball to James White. He ran right, met a wall of defenders, but stretched, twisted, and willed his body and the football across the goal line. Touchdown. Game over. Confetti fell from the rafters, but this time it was red, white, and blue. The Patriots players stormed the field in a frenzy of pure joy and disbelief. On the other sideline, the Falcons stood in stunned silence, their faces a portrait of heartbreak. They had been champions. They had held the trophy in their grasp. And then, it had all slipped away in a historic, soul-crushing collapse. Super Bowl 51 wasn't just a football game. It was a story about resilience, about belief, and about the razor-thin margin between triumph and despair. It proved that in sports, and maybe in life, it's never truly over until that final whistle blows. It remains the greatest comeback and the most stunning collapse the Super Bowl has ever seen. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look back at one of football's most incredible moments, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into sports history. We'll see you in the next one.